It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Moore, the man in motion. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Marcus Jones in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And it can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 2nd and 10, Jones, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Anthony Walker giving that O-line fence. He gets in there to drop it. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Patriots send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And what a golden break here. This ball is going to be touched down, but just outside of the red zone. Cooper will come in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Watson off play action. Targeting, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Patriots. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warning.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Jones now throwing on first down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got it.
And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First carry for Nick Chubb. And not much running room. Down to the 32. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
The Browns did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanted to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down, give him 25 yards. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Phillips. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Phillips. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
James Robinson, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Here's Watson. Again, he finds Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Here's Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Browns. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They picked up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this?
And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz.
A
give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player.
And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted.
Marcus Jones picks it. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Jones.
Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Slant route, and he finds Thornton. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. Now Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 1st down, it's Watson.
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. To throw is Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line. Now Jones. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a give right side. It's Phillips. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Watson now to throw. He's got a man complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
They throw, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I don't care whether.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones.
Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E!
Let's go!
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now a pass hauled in downfield.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Watson looks to throw again. And he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Watson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away, and that incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices, extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Jones on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5-. What does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
After the interception, here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Here's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. On 4th down, Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track.
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Robinson again on second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Jones now to throw on third down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And Watson's going to throw it here. And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He finds his man. Complete. That's 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Watson on third down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
throwing to start the drive. Jones. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And some room to maneuver. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week.